What we do as realtors is sell a lifestyle. That's what we're doing. So when you work a specific neighborhood, like if you're specialized in condo apartments, as an example, you specialize selling condos. That's a lifestyle. Digital marketing. I want you to write this top of your page. Digital marketing. So digital marketing, I'm going to be discussing three parts of it. I'm going to be talking about your online presence. I'm going to be talking about social media, and then I'm going to be talking about more of a direct approach to digital marketing, right? That's what I'm going to be covering this month, this week. So the question I have for all of you is, when you think of the word marketing, what comes to your mind? What is marketing? And many of you would think that, hey, marketing is simply, I'm spending money on advertising. I'm putting out ads. I'm putting out pieces of myself out there. That is marketing. And the truth is that's not really all marketing is. Marketing is your brand. Marketing is the tribe that you're trying to connect with. It is, who are you going after with? Marketing is basically everything that you do to generate a lead. Everything that you do, whether it is directly going after a lead or whether it's passively them coming to you. So marketing is literally, just write this down, everything you do to generate a lead. That is marketing, right? Putting out a social media post is marketing. Sending out a direct piece, postcard to your geographical farm is marketing. But so is picking up the phone and calling your database. So is text messaging people or DMing people. That's all marketing, right? So what we want to figure out is, when it comes to online presence, what's that target audience that you're looking for? Who are you looking for in today's marketplace? Well, this is what I can tell you. In today's marketplace right now, millennials, that generation, is the one leading the pack. As of 2019, they have surpassed our baby boomers. They have surpassed the baby boomer generation. So millennials. So what are you doing to attract more millennial buyers and sellers? They will be leading the pack in the next real estate boom that's happening right now for at least the next 3 to 5 years. That's what the figures show. So for the next 3 to 5 years, millennials are saying that about 73% of them are looking to making a move. So then, how do you track that generation? How do you track that? Well, I'm going to give you two things. Okay. Number one, millennials will not be working with their dad's best friend who happens to live across town. They will be working with people that are super hyper local agents. They're looking for local agents that know the area, that know the marketplace that they're looking for. That's number one. And number two is very much the review society. Right? They're looking for people's input on what they thought of that realtor. So I would say, and make sure you write this down, they're looking for reviews. I mean, you do as well as I do. When we go onto Amazon and we're looking at products, do we not look at the reviews and what people are saying about that product? Aren't we picking the ones, even though we get the same product that you're looking at, and one has like 1,000 reviews and one has like 2, right? We're looking for reviews just like they are. Okay. So if you're a millennial in this call, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not a millennial in this call, this is something that you need to be working on. Right. So that being said, now, William, if you don't mind, I'm going to be sharing the screen. And if for whatever reason it doesn't come up, just interrupt me and let me know. Okay.
Will do.
And I'll be switching back and forth with a number of slides. So let's jump into online presence. Online presence. The number one thing you need to have is a website. You need to have a website in real estate. This is your bread and butter, your website. Now, as you see here, I have Tom Ferry's website here. Now, the key with the website is obviously putting out as much content information you can for the client. You want them to be staying into your website. You want them to be working and looking in your website. So some key elements from a website, a very good website would have what we call landing pages. I mean, a website is a landing page. It's just a whole bunch of landing pages stuck together. That's what a website is. But I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. You need CTA landing pages, and that means call to action landing pages. And this is key because a lot of websites are very basic and they show MLS information, but they don't have what we call call to action landing pages in them, embedded in them. So what is a call to action? Here's an example of a call to action, right? As you can see, Tom's targeting realtors, right? Get the 2021 real estate guide to Google ranking success. So this is what's called a call to action, right? As a consumer, if what he has posted here makes sense to me, he's now trying to get my information. As you can see on this website, it auto-populates my information that's in the system. So I don't even have to type in my information. I just have to go ahead and just hit the download button. And what that does is that gives Tom my information as a lead. So it's real important that your website have these call to action landing pages. And they don't have to be completely different from each other. Ideally, just keep them all the same. Like you're just changing the call to action, what it is that you're looking for. For example, here's another one. It looks exactly the same as this one, right? It's just a different offer is what he's doing. But here is the information that I have to put my information in, right? Now, when you look from a real estate perspective, here is what I'm looking at, right? As you can see, typical real estate agent's website, right? You have your MLS information. You can go and search. But what I love about this website is Janelle here has been able to put in some YouTube videos. And I'll tell you why that's important. It's extremely important to have YouTube videos in your website because who owns YouTube? Does anyone know?
Google.
Google. What's the #1 search engine in the world?
Google.
Google. What's the #2 search engine in the world?
YouTube.
YouTube. That's right. For you, those of you who don't realize that, the #2 search engine in the world is YouTube. And wouldn't it be wise to have some YouTube videos embedded in your website to improve the SEO score of your website? Very important. But what is also important regarding your website is, again, call to actions. Right? What are some call to actions that we can have? I'll give you an example. Here's a call to action, street match. It's almost like the nosy neighbor one. Get instant updates. If this interests me, if I was interested in knowing what my neighbors are selling for, I would put in my information. What's another call to action? We all use this one. The CMA, what's your home worth in today's market? And it looks like this. What's your home worth in today's market? And again, you can make it look like Tom's. Nothing wrong with that. Or you can do what Janelle did here, which I thought was pretty brilliant, is she put in an actual video. And in that video,
hi, it's Janelle here from Janelle Cameron Real Estate.
Right, you're getting a sense
of going onto my website.
Yes.
Listen, whether you're looking for a new home,
she's going to track
a market evaluation,
her tribe, her tone, the way she sounds. She's going to track her tribe. Having a video of that, you're going to get more like-minded people like yourself who want to work with you. Really good way of qualifying the lead. So your website needs to have some call to actions to make it more effective, not just a stagnant website. Okay. Second thing I want you to write down is your YouTube channel, right? If you want an online presence, you need a YouTube channel. As I mentioned, YouTube is owned by Google. Google's #1 search engine out there, and YouTube's #2 search engine out there. You need to have a YouTube channel. Now, it's not just putting out a YouTube channel. Here I am. There you go. There are some elements to the YouTube channel that needs to be in play. So I'm going to share them with you right now. And please make sure, I know I'm going quick with this, but here is a YouTube channel. You can see this, right, William?
Yes.
Right. Here is the ideal setup of a YouTube channel. Banner in the background, as you can see here. In the banner, he talks about he's a realtor, he's a real estate, right? It also gives him, also has his number to reach out to people, right? Real important, right? He has some other links in the banner that you can click on. Real power. Then when you click down, now this is what I would have on my YouTube channel. There are 4 very specific, what we call playlists, but it's very specific types of videos that you should have on your YouTube channel. So please write these down. This is the 4 are, #1 would be information for buyers. Okay, information for buyers. As you can see here, there are a number of videos that he has all for buyers. This entire playlist is, if you have any question, what he's doing here is answering typical buyer questions. These are perfect videos for you to create. I would rip off and duplicate Tim Macy here. Just go to his web, and I would just copy this, to be honest with you guys. Right? Here are the questions that you commonly get from a buyer, and he's answering them. As you can see, these videos are like 3 minutes long. A couple of them are even shorter than that. The second playlist that you need to have on your YouTube channel is seller information. And again, what is seller information? It's common questions that you're getting from your sellers, and then putting a video together about that. Right? This is extremely powerful. The third playlist you should have on your YouTube channel would be anything to do with real estate. Okay, anything to do with real estate. So we're talking about your listings should be posted here. If you decide to do a real estate update, like that, not necessarily specific for buyers or specific for sellers, you're doing, hey, this is my monthly update. Here's what's happening in the Greater Toronto area, blah, 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 blah. Right? Here's what's happening in Vancouver, blah, 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 blah. So you want to do updates and put them all in the same area, right? And then the fourth playlist that you need to have in your YouTube channel would be lifestyle. I want you to write down lifestyle. Okay, this is going to be key for you to get buyers and sellers from searches. Like where they're typing in specific neighborhoods. So what you want to do is create videos about the area that you work, right? Like in this case, top 5 pros and cons to living in San Antonio. That's brilliant. Hey, 10 facts you didn't know about living in San Antonio. Cool places to check out. Hey, best burger place in San Antonio. Best neighborhoods. See, it's sort of real estate related, but it's not. It's lifestyle related, right? What we do as realtors is sell a lifestyle. That's what we're doing. So when you work a specific neighborhood, like if you're specialized in condo apartments, as an example, you specialize selling condos, that's a lifestyle, right? So talk about that lifestyle. Talk about specific areas. What should you look for? Now, if you're specialize and work with investors, those of you that work with investors, hey, there's nothing wrong with doing another one. I said these are the minimum, the 4 you have to do. But if you work with investors, I would create a whole library about working with investors. What do they need to know? What are some questions that you get from investors, right? You could always add more, nothing wrong with that. But I want you to notice something. Have you guys noticed his thumbnails? The color coordinated, like the seller library, buyer library, sort of the same. But then when you go over to the neighborhood, to the real estate, he's got the same sort of color scheme going, the black and yellow happening here. And then when you get to his lifestyle ones, again, same color coordination. Very key. It's very pleasing to the eyes when you look at this YouTube channel. Okay, so key elements. One thing I would recommend is also, of course, putting in channel keywords to get more traction to that. And you and I can have a conversation on how to really improve the SEO score on your YouTube channel. Right. Here's another example of Thomas. I interviewed Thomas in that group call. This is his YouTube channel. As you can see, he's got his phone number. He's actually giving more information about what they do, right? Great channel keywords. He's got a ton of stuff here. And then you look, as you can see here, he's selling information, buy information, right? He has his market updates. He actually separated the market updates and the listings. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm giving you guys an idea. The only thing that he's missing, and we're working on this, would be lifestyle. I'm telling you right now, lifestyle would be key to put into your YouTube channel. And again, look at his thumbnails. They look great. The only comment I would make, I would probably do a little bit of separation so that these can be stand out more, like the buyer and the seller. That's fine. But then when you do a market update, I would maybe change the color in this. Again, it's all to make it pleasing to the consumer. All right. So YouTube channel, key to your online presence. All right, now let's jump into the last one that I have here is your Google My Business page. Your Google My Business page. Very important that you fill out your Google My Business page. Okay, don't skip any information. Put everything in as much as possible. When you look at a Google My Business page, as you can see here, Janelle's, here's all the information. This is what I'm talking about, Google My Business, right? We want to be posting on this regularly. You want to put in photos regularly. You want to put in products regularly. You want to be putting posts in regularly on your Google My Business. Reviews, again, as I mentioned here, this puts you at the top when it comes to Google searches. Right, here's another example. Here's Stephen Kim. And one of the things I like about Stephen Kim is he actually puts in his videos as a product. So the videos that he puts on his YouTube channel, only the YouTube channel ones go on to his Google My Business, right? Real important. So 3 things regarding your online presence is you need a great website that has CTAs, call to action landing pages. You need your YouTube channel with video content that's relatable to the people that you're catering to, your buyers, your sellers, your lifestyle, and of course, market updates. And then your Google My Business puts it all together. When you do this, when you set this up the way we're describing, what's going to happen is when someone types in your name, because you have these multiple channels happening, right, your score jumps up when it comes to searches on Google. It all goes together. So make sure the number one thing you do is your contact information is exactly the same. What's on your website to what's on your Google My Business to what's on your YouTube channel, it should all be the same, whatever you decide to use. Right? If you're going to say Danny Macedo Realtor, make sure that that's happening everywhere. If you're going to say Danny Macedo Toronto Realtor, make sure that that's happening everywhere. Okay, keep it the same. The same applies to your addresses. When you put in address of your office address, don't mess up in how you put that in. Like, for example, if I'm at, 123 Primrose Lane, Suite 102, if I write out the whole word suite on one of them, I need to do that for everybody, not just use the pound key for, suite 102. Does that make sense? Okay, keep it the same because the algorithm that's out there is picking up on everything. That includes your social media as well. All right, questions, concerns, hallucinations regarding this? Now you guys all good? All right, so please unmute yourselves. Please unmute yourselves. All right, need to know. Loud and proud, baby. Got to hear this. What day is the day?
Money-making day.
Making day.
That's right. It's a money-making day. If you're on this call, it's a money-making day for you. I appreciate every single one of you for being on this call. You guys are awesome, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Danny.